Okay, so today we're going to go over kind of what I think would be really cool for them to add in the future for Resident Evil Reverse. This is a game that's coming out in a couple of weeks' time. It's July, and I said July, so it's any time in the next few weeks. I did a video talking about everything you need to know before the game came out a couple of days ago now. But now we're going to do a video in the sense of what they could add as kind of like extra content to the game if they want to support it in the future. So if any of this is interesting to you, leave a like, let me know what you want to see in the game. And without any further ado, let's just jump into the ideas, shall we? Okay, so first things first, this is a deathmatch game, a free-for-all game, say 6 to 8 players I believe. And that is, as far as I'm aware, and again, this video is out before launch, the only mode in the game, a deathmatch mode. Would it be interesting to see alternate modes? For sure, it definitely would. You know, like a team deathmatch would be cool. Like iconic characters versus the bioweapons on a team, that would be cool too. Well, could there be some kind of objective mode? Some kind of objective mode? I don't know what it could be. But it would be nice to see more modes than just the standard deathmatch. I'm not saying that that's a bad idea, because at the end of the day, it's a free-for-all with your favourite characters. Like, that's kind of something in everyone's mind. Like, you know, with Chris and Leon and Jill and all those guys for each other. Like, it would be super cool. And it's already a good idea. But new modes are definitely something that would definitely take this game further. I personally think it would be more along the sense of like a team deathmatch rather than just a deathmatch. And then maybe one objective mode in there every now and again. And then maybe some LTMs, you know, like maybe everyone's just a bioweapon all the time or something like that, you know. It's still a deathmatch, but everyone's just the bioweapons, which would be, you know, that'd be fun. Definitely fun. Next up we have maps. As far as we're aware, RPD so far is the map we've played, and if that is a running theme and the maps are based on iconic areas, then we might be able to suss out a couple places that are going to be in the game, purely from the characters that we've already played. Obviously, so you have Leon, Claire, Jill, Ada, Chris from 7, more importantly, as you can see in the background, and Hunk so far. I believe it's 6 characters right now. If you look at those characters, obviously you've got maybe Leon is RPD, or Claire is RPD, one of the two of them. Maybe it's both of them. Jill could be something else. It could be Raccoon City, just in general, like on the streets. I believe the tutorial for this game from the beta was set in the streets of Raccoon City, so it could be a whole map. Chris from 7 could be the Baker estate, you know, like something around the theme of Resident Evil 7. After all, Jack is a bioweapon in the game as well, so it would kind of be good if there was a map that was kind of about those characters, you know. Especially considering this is very specifically Chris from 7. So, you know, and what I mean by that is obviously his character model is very different in 7 than it is from the rest of the games. So, you know, could be good to see a map based around that, but overall the kind of idea in general to have maps based on areas from the series is really good. Like Umbrella Corps did that perfectly. It's one of the few things in that game that people kind of liked, that the maps were based on areas from mainstream games, which was super cool. So this game should definitely 100% follow in that. A couple of examples for me. The village area from 4, you know, the opening area, would be super cool to see. I kind of like the ruins part of the game from Resident Evil 5, you know, like the tombs and stuff. Well, I think that was pretty cool. That would be pretty cool. I don't know, maybe. Claire, you could add in a Code Veronica map for Claire, you know, that's her game after all, so it would be cool to see an area from Code Veronica. Maybe Antarctic base would be cool. There is an Antarctic base in Umbrella Corps, so they could kind of implement that too. Yeah, just kind of like keep adding maps that are kind of set in universe. That would be super cool. Obviously, you know, there might be a lot more set in universe maps than we know, because obviously the beta was only the one, but we'll wait and see. Either way, they should definitely, if that is how they're going to do it, they should definitely add more areas that are well known from the series. Next up, characters. Characters is a big one. This is a deathmatch game with your favourite characters after all, and if I believe I'm right, with their 6 right now, there's plenty of room for more. Couple right off the back. Rebecca Chambers, Billy Cohen from Resident Evil 0 as well. Like, everyone loves that guy, and he's only in that game. And again, I don't think this is going to be canon, because I don't remember Chris killing Jill at any point. So, you know, there's a playground here, you can do what you want to. So those characters could be cool. Sheva from Resident Evil 5, very cool idea. And then in terms of bioweapons, you know, you have, again, plenty of options. I personally would like to see Marguerite from Resident Evil 7 in a like spider book form. That'd be super cool. The village leader from 4. That would be super cool to see. It's essentially a tyrant, so you could kind of... Well, he isn't a tyrant, but you know what I mean? Like, he has that kind of posture, like he walks around. He's tall. He's probably quite strong, you know? That could be a thing. Lady Dimitrescu, maybe. I don't know how that would work, but I do have an idea how you could make that work, that I'll talk about soon. But no, there's plenty of options. It is a playground after all, you know, this is just a playground. You can do whatever you want in this game, and I think it would be passable. Next up, cosmetics. Cosmetics will be awesome, you know, these are your favourite characters, again, after all, and they all have some kind of different design to what they show in the game. Claire could be original Resident Evil 2 Claire, you know. Chris could be, you know, Resident Evil 5 Chris, Resident Evil Village Chris, it could be early Chris, you know, like, plenty of options there. Jill as well, you know, Resident Evil 3 original Jill. Resident Evil 5 Jill. There's plenty of skins you can make for these characters that people will want to play and get. Cosmetics will be also really good for, you know, again, like an emote system maybe, or weapon camos, or, you know, I personally, this is probably a stretch, but voice lines would be pretty funny, like getting the voice actors back to do like certain lines, that would be pretty funny. But again, you know, there's plenty of options there with this game for that kind of thing. You know, you look at Resistance, and the amount of cosmetics they made for that game is ridiculous, and I see no reason why it couldn't happen here too. So that is something to really keep in mind with this game. Another thing, this is something that's been talked about with Resistance lately, you know, with the whole theory of it being free soon, or well, in the next few months. A battle pass, you know, a way to earn these cosmetics that you can just kind of sit and grind at. You know, this is a PvP game, you want to kind of sit and grind. There's no like specific objective other than to jump into a match and have some fun, basically. So why not earn some stuff along the way, you know? Power passes, yes, they're everywhere now, but they're good systems. Like, if it's done right and it's not pay to win, it's successful. Like, you know, you can fill that with loads of cosmetics, and again, at the far end, you could just put really rare stuff, like, again, like these skins for the characters, like the big skins, like, you know, for example, Village Chris could be a Chris Redfield skin, right at the end of the line, you don't know, like, they could fill it with whatever they wanted to do, and it will be so cool to see, you know. Well, there's so many different versions of characters you can put in the game, you know, RE4, Leon, and all that kind of stuff. Weapon skins, emotes, like, you could fill the game with cosmetics and stuff like that, and people would eat it up because it's Resident Evil, dude. Like, it's supposed to be cheesy. Like, if you do not think these games are cheesy at any point, then you've clearly just missed something about them, because they all have that, like, cheesiness in them. It's just natural to the game. So that's definitely an option too, for sure. But yeah, that's basically going to do it. I can't really say much right now, considering the game isn't out yet, and, you know, some of what I said could be there immediately, which, you know, wouldn't surprise me. The game has been, you know, in development for a while, and it's been delayed to kind of look at what they were doing and adjust it to people's kind of preference. It is coming out, like I said, within the next few weeks. So, like I said in the last video about this game, I will be covering it to death when it launches. So if you are interested in seeing this game and just learning about the game, seeing if it's any good, seeing if you want to get it, because obviously it's Dr. Village. I mean, to be honest, if you have Village, you have the game for free. So, you know, there's no reason not to try it if you own Village, because it's a free game. You can play it whenever you want. But I'll be covering a lot of it over, you know, the initial launch, and then, you know, for the foreseeable future. Depends how long they kind of support it and how much content gets produced for it. But either way, you know, outside of Resident Evil, I do quite enjoy myself a PvP game, and you know what? I'm not afraid to say I actually enjoy Umbrella Corps. You know, I made videos on that game for the past couple months now, and, you know, it's been fun. It's been honestly nice to play it, and, you know, there's a player base there. It's still popular for the most part. You still get full games, and it's just fun. It's just a mess around game where you can just kind of chill out and play. And, you know, I see no reason why that won't be the case here too, because it does just look like a lot of fun to play. Again, I didn't say it already, but it is a PvP game, so is it going to fall under a great Resident Evil game? Probably not, because they're more known for their single player, but regardless of that, it's still going to be a fun game, I would say. You know, I still find Resistance fun, I still find Umbrella Corps fun, just for what they are. So if you take it as what it is, I'm sure you'll have a blast with it. But yeah, in terms of predicting what they could do, That's all I'm really they're going to go for, because, you know, it ain't out yet. Some of the stuff I've said could possibly be there anyway. So we'll wait and see on launch day what happens. As soon as there is a release date, a proper release date, I'll let you know. And obviously I'll be covering the game to death from that point. So if you want to see more of this game when it does come out, then be sure to subscribe to turn notifications for the videos. I'll do, obviously, as I say, I stream every weekend. And when that game comes out, that will be no different. I'll be streaming that over the weekend too. Thank you all for supporting the videos lately. It's been awesome. All new people coming by, it's been great. I appreciate all of you. But that's going to do it. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.